that that was just a European thing. Hang on, let me see. There it is, if you want to take a look at it.
So, just for a recap, the phone rang.
So yeah.
And it was the Olan Corporation calling about ammo to tell you stuff.
Let's talk to Winchester about ammo specifically.
While we're filming, yeah.
Let's tell you what happens when you find ammunition from the factory that you have purchased at a store, and you get it home and you start to inspect every single individual cartridge. So as you're looking at this cartridge, it's not noticeable to most people until you start to look at the neck of the casing. This is where the neck is actually compressed down to hold the bullet. Yeah. And in this area right there, there is a very large triangular shaped divot. It's a machine mark. Something was in there.
It's almost like it got folded or something. I don't know, as you crimped it.
I am not entirely certain how that happens, as I am not the expert on reloading. Out of 40 individual cartridge cases that we looked at, we only found the one, and I have no idea how we found that in the store. It was just a random fluke. Sometimes you'll open a box of ammo, pull one out to show somebody a cartridge, and then we got to look in and went, oh heck. That is not right. It seems
like there is a little divot, a little tiny one in other ones.
So, and some of it could just be a little bit of tarnish on the brass. Believe it or not, ammunition does tarnish. These brass cases are raw brass, and so they will patina over time.
So what the Olan Corporation have to say?
So they will be taking care of this and will be reimbursing us for the ammunition that we purchased for our shelf. Now, if it was a customer with the same issue, you got it home and all of a sudden that ammunition just is totally broken in some way, shape, or form. And you're like, really shouldn't shoot that through my gun. But the company that I purchased this from, most gun stores do not accept ammunition back. Once you make a purchase at a gun store, all sales are final, whether it goes for guns, whether it goes for ammo, anything else. We cannot comfortably tell a manufacturer once that ammunition leaves the door that it hasn't been tampered with in any way, shape, or form.
So this obviously didn't leave the door.
So this did not leave the store, and we found it here. And so once you find a manufacturer defect, it is your responsibility to contact the manufacturer and let them know. And they're going to want to know some information. They're going to want to know where you purchased it from, how much you paid for it. If you have your original receipt, that is so helpful. And then they'll also want some information from the box. There is usually a lot number for the ammo printed on the box. And this tells you, okay, where the run, it tells them how the run was made, when it was made, how many boxes were in that lot. They can go look up everything. And if they get enough recalls on certain lot numbers, they'll recall that whole lot number. Just look into it. Every year there's a lot of recalls on certain lot numbers, not just on ammunition, but on other things too. Toasters, teacups, I'm sure. But there's recalls. So
now, generally speaking, how are companies on being like, are they just like, we will send you a new box, sir, sorry about that, or is it kind of a runaround?
Some of them are
I've never sent back ammo before.
Very easy. This is my very first time that I have had to send back ammunition or contact a manufacturer on defective ammunition. So I can't speak to everyone's individual experience. This experience has been drug out. We purchased these in November. We discovered it in December, and here it is January, and they are just now getting back to us.
Yeah, that's funny that that's good that they called over.
Right. I mean, right in the middle of filming, and it's like, well, let's see who's calling. Oh, the Olan Corporation. Well, I guess I better take this.
That's funny. So don't be in a hurry, I guess is what you're saying if you have bad ammo.
Don't be in a hurry. So my guess is that their customer service is doing a great job of helping each customer in the order in which the problems are stacking up. So I can only imagine that with holidays and everything that went, everybody is finally just getting back into the swing of things, and hey, oh yeah, let's finish taking care of the things, wrap up. So
I was listening to your phone call with him, and something you said that's so true, is if a human does it, there's gonna be errors. You know, like somewhere you just got to figure out where those errors are. But I think that also speaks to, you know, because I've had firearms where I'll, you know, own them for years and I don't ever have a problem. Then for some reason I have a problem with one round. I think that just speaks to really, it's not, you know, there's a lot more to what's going on with that ammo than one might think. Yeah,
you have a lot of different variables that you have to account for, and so yeah, you put a human being in the mix. We're here, we are humans, we do make errors, we do know that.
Yeah.
So you do have to account for a margin of human error, and at some point, yeah, I can see how this was missed, because if you tilt this,
I was looking around. I was like, "Well, what's wrong with it?"
I handed it to you first, and in the light and everything like that, that almost doesn't look like a divot until you run your nail over it or something over it, and then you can feel, oh yeah, that is not just discoloration or something. There is actually a defect in that. It does happen. Any manufacturing process is going to kick out something that is not up to their quality control, not up to your quality control standards at some point. And it's just as simple as reaching out to the manufacturer. If you have the original box, it is so easy to find the contact information. Unfortunately, most gun stores will not be able to help you, but the manufacturer who made the ammunition will happily, most of the time, and responsibly take care of the issue.
Awesome.
So that it happens.
It happens.
It really does. I wish it didn't. This definitely ruined somebody's day, because it is very difficult to come by some hard to find ammunitions, and this is being one of them. He waited a long time for these and was like, I will pass. That is totally not up to standard.
That's tough, and that's interesting, because, and especially, you know, you think, well, chances are you put this in your gun, it's going to fire, it's going to, you know, but if you're, you know, if you're deer hunting, which is what my guess is he got these for, or hunting is my guess of some sort, you know, that one matters. You know, it might be off a little bit.
It does.
It actually does matter.
There are people out there that are like, each one of these is a deer, or each one of these is one, you know, whatever, a hog, a deer, an elk. Yes, go for it. Whatever you want, a bear. And each shot matters, especially with as expensive as ammunition is. It happens. I wish it didn't.
But it does.
And it is awesome that
they've been able to witness here that once you complain, a mere 3 months later, they will call you.
You know what? I really wonder that if the holidays and everything did not compound that wait time. I obviously do not know what the chain of command and everything looks like. I can tell you that I got a phone call today, and the second email I sent them, let's see, today's the 25th.
Yeah.
So email number 2 to them was received on the 23rd. So it was 23rd of January, and today's the 25th. So
nice. Okay.
So it was quick, but it did it did take more than months
all
to
your
reach out
data
to them.
notes. Yeah.
I'm trying.